I just hit start so they can hear me now. But it only really captures me because I'm up here. So like when you guys ask a question, it usually can't hear you.
I can hear it.
You can, if you watch it.
No, if I watch
What?
it.
It would hear you if you scream. Yeah.
No. Yeah, because all the sophomores are going to watch this Sunday.
Yeah. All right. So career advisor tells Ming that who wants to be a financial consultant that a financial consultant earns $43,000 their first year. So that tells us our first term of this sequence is $43,000. Says that there is a 3% increase in annual rates. Right? So that does tell me my common ratio. However, we have to think about something. If I have this geometric pattern, remember the geometric is similar to an exponential. So if you think about an exponential and you have a 3% increase, what would your common ratio be? Not 0.03, 1.03. Yeah, I don't know if you said that, but I didn't hear. So it's actually 1.03 as your common ratio. And we want to know what is their salary in her 35th year of working. So that means your N is 35. All right, are you using the sequence or the series formula here? Am I adding up how much money she made? No, I'm just finding how much money is in the 35th year. So that's the sequence. Unless it says to add them up or find the total, it's just the sequence here. So let's put this in. We have A sub 35, the number in the 35th year. You'll just take 43,000 times 1.03. And the exponent is 35 minus 1. You could just write 34. That's fine. So I want you to take your calculators and type that in for me. And tell me how much money would Ming make in 35 years? For right here? That's fine. It's going to be C, because what did you get? 117. 471.93, and that rounds up to 117,472. All right, that's easy, correct? Okay. Now let's look at the second one. It's also easy, but we're finding something else this time. So I want to make sure that we know how to solve this answer. The starting salary for a teacher in one district is $32,000. So that tells me the first term is $32,000. He gets the same percentage raise every year, and in his 8th year, that would be A sub 8, you get $38,038. So they want to know, to the nearest tenth of a percent, what's the percent increase? So let's see, let's set up what we know. This is still a sequence formula. I'm not finding a sum, I'm just trying to find the rate of percent change. Okay, so we'll start with, we know A sub 8, so what should go in for A sub n? 38,038. And that equals your starting amount times, we don't know R, and what's my n? 8 minus 1. Yep. Now, where would you start to solve this for R? Divide by 32,000. Okay. So divide by 32,000. So let's put that in our calculator and see if we get anything nice.
No.
You don't. And it actually turns out, so like I tried to simplify that into a fraction, and it doesn't even have the fraction simplified, so I will just leave that fraction on your paper for now. The calculator will do all that work for us in a minute. Right? So I will just leave that as, let's see, 38,038 divided by 32,000 equals R to the 7th. So you're going to take this 7th root, and I think I showed you yesterday, but in case I didn't, let me review with you how to take the 7th root on your calculator. Okay? So on your calculator, if you're trying to take the 7th root, you're going to hit the number 7. It might be different on yours. I'll check with them unless you know how to do this. 7, and then you go to math. Do you know which one you hit? 5. Yeah, the 5th one turns it into the 7th root there. And then you can just type in your fraction, 38,038 divided by 32,000. And enter, and you get a pretty nice number. Did you find the little side? Okay. Cool, so you have 1.025 is your common ratio. That's your R, but it's not asking for the common ratio, it's asking for the percent. Yes, Rachel, so you have to look at the number after the 1, which would end up being 2.5%. Question there? All right, let's do the next one, and then I think we will be okay. We'll do number 3, and then we'll call it a day. So, a popular shoe store sold 5,700 pairs of shoes in 1998. All right, so that's the first number. In the first year, they sold 5,700 pairs of shoes. Projections, yes, Steve.
So this is, what was the projected total number of pairs?
Yeah, I noticed that last. I know. Round to the nearest whole number. I noticed that last period when I was teaching this. Bless you. There's an overlooked typo. That's a lot of sneezes there. Round to the nearest, we'll say a whole number here.
I was kind of confused because I didn't think I was looking
Yeah.
for money.
No, you're not. I thought that too. I think it was just a typo that was overlooked. All right, now we have a projection for 3% increase in sales. We did one like this a little bit ago. If I'm increasing by 3%, what should be my common ratio? 1.03. Okay. For several years after 1998, how many pairs of shoes were sold from 98 to 2004? So we need to figure out our N. Yeah, it's going to be 6. So if you count, we have 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3, and 4. So I think it's actually going to be 7. And the 7, let's count that again. 98, 99, 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7. Got to include 1998. So, and it's 7. Yeah, so make sure you're like count on your fingers or something. You're including 1998. If you add them all up, then you have 7 total years. So if I'm trying to find the total, am I using the sequence or the series formula? The series, all right, so I'm using S sub n this time. So we're trying to find the sum for 7 years worth of shoe sales. So we type into our calculator. Well, we write it down first so we can type it in. 5,700. And in your parentheses, you'll have 1 minus 1.03 to the 7th over 1 minus 1.03. And then we just carefully type that in. Just a lot of typing in the calculator. Very carefully. There we go. You should get a nice whole number. 43,676 pairs of shoes. All right. Or did I do that? Is it 43,000? I don't even know anymore. Yeah. It is. Too many numbers today. There we go. Good. You understand? Not too hard. I think the sequence, or the word problems especially, get a little easier. Got it, but